I'm Edita Sitar from Laundry Basket Quilts. Welcome to Quilting Window. This week, I would love to review with you some fun, beautiful quilts from one of my favorite books called Handful of Scraps. This book is one of my personal favorites. It is full of beautiful inspiration for anyone that loves scrappy quilts. Do you have some scraps? Oh, you probably, just like me, gather all those little pieces and you're just looking for inspiration to put them into really nice quilts. This book is gonna be perfect for you. In the beginning of the book, you will find some antique quilts, and then in the back, there are 15 lovely patterns that you can go over and maybe use up some of those fun fabrics that you have collected. I love making scrappy quilts, and there are a few rules that I love to review with you. In this book you will find a beautiful pattern for this medallion quilt. Do you love 4 patches like me? I love making them. Many times I like exchanging my 4 patches. I notice if I make my 4 patches and set them in a light fabric, they get a really nice glow and a center of attention. This quilt is laid out as a medallion with a circle around it of different colors, starting with light brown, pinks, greens, and it goes all the way here with moa brown. Perfect for any 4 patches that you have. If you like this quilt, you're also going to love this quilt. With this one, your little 4 patches gonna spin and create a beautiful secondary design. I took the simple block of snail trail and connected with other blocks using a 60-degree triangle. Normally you use a square in between your snail trail. This gives you a different kind of spin to the colors and the design of this quilt. The little bit of a red in the centers of my block anchor some of the scrappiness that I have in this quilt. So now, this was our rule number 2. Anchor some scrappiness. Oh, look at this. No longer your basket would be full of triangles. I mean scraps of triangles. You're gonna make a basket that are triangles. The bases are just delightful and they're full of beautiful triangle shapes. When I laid up that quilt, I noticed if I put my darkest triangles here and then shaded all the way to the lighter one, it gives me a really nice design. I have browns, blues, reds, all my scrappy triangles perfectly fit into this quilt. This delicate sashing in between the blocks give this delicate detail that this quilt requires. I use the nice light backgrounds to push the lightness and pop some of the color, and I use the medium light to fill up the baskets right here. Oh, what a wonderful quilt. And don't forget, when you make a nice squares, you can then incorporate a beautiful quilting into each of the squares. Oh, I love this quilt. I love using a rule of 5 when I'm selecting my scraps for blocks. Big print, medium print, small print, some kind of stripe, some kind of polka dot. So this block for this beautiful scrappy quilt, it's a basic square in a square in a square. In this quilt, I didn't want to match fabric to each other, so what I did, I added sashing between all the colors, so that way I don't have to match this to this. The light throws off the match. But I still follow my rule of 5. I have big print here, polka dot here, medium print here, small with a little stripe. Oh, how wonderful. So the rule of 5, I had it in every single block. This is a delightful square that you can reuse a bigger scraps that you have. Sometimes you have a favorite block, and Monkey Wrench is one of my personal favorites. Why do I like this block? Because as I'm making the blocks, I can do 2 of every color combination. I put my light on the outside and a dark on the inside. In the opposite one, I have the light on the inside and a dark on the outside. Having two blocks made from the same fabric combination and put them in different areas of a quilt tie things together and gives a little bit more movement to the quilt. So pick up your favorite block, your scraps, start cutting, make hundreds of blocks, and you're gonna have a beautiful scrappy quilt. Another way of making fun scrappy blocks and connect them in a quilt is creating almost a same DNA through the blocks. What do I mean by that? When I pick my fabrics for my blocks, I pay attention that I use that same fabric at least 3 times through the quilt through different blocks. So look at this blue is here in a triangle next to my flying geeses, and that same blue is right here in a squares. So when I'm putting my blocks into a beautiful quilt, they have something in common and they look like family standing and taking a family picture because the DNA matches so nice. So that's something you maybe would like to remember. I do that in my applique quilts and my piece quilts, that I repeat the same fabric 3 times through the quilt to tie the blocks nicely together. Your scraps no longer will be laying in your drawers or hiding under the table. They're going to be glowing on your quilt. Oh, this one, it is just delightful. And it starts with the big star, then set into a medium, small stars, all fit perfectly together. With this quilt, I want to remind you that not only the pieces in your blocks, but especially the background of your quilt sets in the character for the quilt. Because I chose such a light background, my pieces bounce right off it, and they have almost a glow to it. They want to bounce off the quilt. And notice, you don't always have to match the points on your stars to make a beautiful quilt. The background that I chose hide all the seams from the background, and I can put all different sizes of stars together and enjoy them in one beautiful, amazing quilt. Oh, I have to open this one a little bit wider so you guys get to see it. Isn't that stunning? Look at this. Oh, delightful. So remember, grab your strips, lay them up in a nice color option, start making your blocks, put them together, and if something did not work out perfectly, do not worry. Like I said, not every point have to match in your quilt. The most important is that you finish and you enjoy the journey. And speaking of enjoying the journey, as I'm taking journey through scrappy quilts in this book, I tried all different techniques, from English paper piecing to touches of applique, little bit of paper piecing. Yes, 1 block was enough for me in this quilt. You will be enjoying all different fun techniques and really taking advantage of all those beautiful scraps and multicolors that you have collected. In this quilt, we start up with this paper piecing, we set it into the background, add an applique, and this part of applique is fused and zigzag around the edges. Then I did some broderie applique right here. I fussy cut beautiful flowers and add them to it. When I create quilts, and sometimes I get tired of one technique, I switch techniques. So that way allows me to enjoy the journey and finish my quilts. And you probably are all excited about those little quarter square triangles. Oh, they're so delightful. I made them with triangle paper. Then I cut it one more time through the middle, matched it up with another one, and made little broken dish. And remember, I talked to you about setting a light fabric in between your pieces so you don't have to worry what is matching to what. You just lay all together and have a one most beautiful quilt and reuse all those scraps and little bits of pieces. Isn't that delightful? I'm so excited about that one, and I'm probably going to try one more or two or three of those bursts of sunflower right here in the scraps. Soon enough, you will be using up all your scraps and enjoying and coming to the end of the book. And one of the last quilts, I call it treasure, to me is this one, where I fit perfectly all those wonderful pieces of fabric that I have been hiding and storing and wanting to do something fun with it. This is a super fun and simple pattern where there's only 4 patches, squares, maybe a little bars right here. This one is based on an antique quilt that I own, and I love the center of this quilt. Guys, you have to see the center. I had a really fun piece of fabric and I just loved cutting it and setting it and making it centerpiece, almost like a medallion. All those wonderful fabric that I have storage and enjoy finally found a place in my beautiful quilt. Well, grab your book, enjoy it, flip through the pages, pick your favorite quilt, and remember the few rules of scrappy quilts. Starting with, if you would like to give your scraps a little bit extra glow and a little bit extra oomph, choose a nice light background. Oh, that would make them look just beautiful. Remember, rule of 5, big print, medium print, small print, stripe, polka dot. Don't forget, repeat that same fabric 3 times through the quilt. So that way your blocks are more cohesive and they're easier to put together when you start putting them into the quilt. But most important, do not worry, just try. And maybe that medallion quilt is the one you want to use your scraps on, and try some new techniques. Paper piecing, applique, broderie applique, quarter square triangle, whatever you decide. I know you're going to have so much fun with your scraps, and your scraps no longer will sit in a basket. You will be making baskets out of it. Please remember, subscribe to our YouTube channel and visit laundrybasketquilts.com. Thank you so much for quilting with me. Have fun with your scraps.